Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, My Kind of Budget. My name is Christina, and boy oh boy, when's the last time you've seen this budget worksheet? It's been a very long time, but some things have changed and I decided we haven't done a budget with me video in a very long time. Let's go ahead, budget together using this sheet and see what my April budget is looking like. There's a couple of new categories, a couple of changes with my budget. And before we get into that, I did want to remind everyone that you can go to my Ko-fi shop to get this cute little spring savings booklet. It is a full letter size sheet. In my previous video, I show how to go ahead and fold it up. So make sure you go and check that out. I'll make sure to link that. But yes, let's go ahead, get into my April budget. All right, so I've got my Keep the Change Savings Challenge under here, which I did film actually like 2 weeks ago. And I did like it's a chatty coin stuffing. Girl, I was chatting so much, and with a chatty video that's chatty intentionally, you can't just edit everything out. So it's taken a really long time for me to edit it. So hopefully that will come out soon after this video, but I need something to write on. So I'm just putting it behind this sheet. Just an overview really quickly for those of you who are new. This is my kind of budget sheet. I get paid bi-weekly, but it basically sets out like the month that you can do. And it's very simple. You've got your income, you have your bills and debt, you've got your wallet if you do a cash stuffing for your wallet, subscriptions if you have any subscription, and then on the back page you have your high priority sinking funds, low priority sinking funds, and your savings challenges or savings, and then a little spot for notes. As I mentioned before, this is on my Ko-fi shop and the link will be in the description box, but we're just going to go jump in and go ahead and start filling this out. So we are doing the month of April, and April is I don't know if it's called a golden month or what, but I get paid 3 times this month. However, one of my checks I'm going to save for something that may or may not happen. So we're just going to be looking at 2 paychecks, basically 2 paychecks and a little bit of the 3rd paycheck for my main income in this box here. And so I'm just going to put, for date, I'm just going to put April, I guess. And the second one will be March, and I'll explain why in a little bit. But April, 2 paychecks and some change, basically. Let's say paychecks, and it's going to be $3,191. And then March, if you watched my minis cash stuffing video, then you saw that we finished several mini savings challenges that total up to be $80. And so I've rolled that over to this month to incorporate that in the cash stuffing. So we're going to say March minis, and that was $80. And so 3,191 plus 80, $3,271 is what we're working with for the month of April, at least for now. Maybe I'll get to keep this extra paycheck, but I'm not sure, depending on if something happens. If it does happen, then I'll explain what happened. If it doesn't, then it's not necessary, and maybe I'll still share because I'm annoyed. Okay, so we finished our income, and now we're going to go into bills and debt. And so now that my partner and I live together, we have shared expenses, and then I have my own personal expenses. So I'm not going to lay out all of our shared expenses. It's basically like rent and groceries and all the things that we've budgeted that I used to do on my own. So we're just going to do shared expenses, and that is $800 $118 from each of us. And then my own personal expenses, we have that Apple storage payment, that's $3. I no longer do Pilates, and so I've switched to Planet Fitness. So say Planet Fit, and I pay $27 a month for that. Debt is a priority this year in addition to savings. Savings is always a priority, but debt, we're going to be doing $1,000 hopefully each month, with a little over half of that going towards a loan payment and the other half going towards credit card debt. And then I still do my Roth IRA, and that one I have $150 that I have not yet, I've been putting aside money for it, but I have not yet contributed to my IRA with the funds yet. Totally missed out when the market was really, really low. It's going down again, so I'm going to try to snag or contribute to my IRA with the funds that I've reserved while the prices are low, so that when the market goes back up, you know, I get more money. And yeah, and so that's it. Y'all, if you've seen the previous Budget With Me videos, you know that your girl had this this section pretty filled up, but that's what we're looking at for right now. So let's see how much that is. So $19.98. And then what we do is we take this amount here, 3271, from income, and subtract the second box, $19.98, and we have $1,273 remaining for basically savings. Next, we're gonna go over to wallet. I do not do cash stuffing for my wallet anymore outside of $20. Basically, it's what I do, and it's just like a miscellaneous just for me if I want to use it, whatever. It's just $20. So that's all I give myself each month so far this year. And so we have 1,273 minus 20, and we are going over to the next section with $1,253. I do not have any subscriptions, so I just usually kind of mark this one out, and we'll just do 0 and $12.53 for the sake of completing this. And then we're going to go over to the next page. Now we are into our savings section of all of this. We're working with $1,253, and I do have a high priority sinking funds binder and a low priority sinking funds binder, and of course savings challenges. So we're going to go to box 5 for high priority sinking funds, and that I'm just going to list them first. We have insurance, my emergency fund, I just call it E-fund. I have savings. My handwriting is horrible, sorry. My kind of budget, car tabs, Christmas, and house, or future house, future. And the amounts that are going here, this is usually, insurance is usually I think around $12 or $15, but I'm going to be doing 80 since we have that extra funds from the March minis. So it's $80. E-fund is getting $55. Savings will be getting $80. My kind of budget is getting $27. Car tabs is getting $18. These are due, I believe, in June. Is it May or June is when I have to get my new tabs, and I always budget $150 for it. I don't think I've ever had to pay that much, but I know 60 of that, hopefully they didn't go up this year, but $60 goes towards keeping my state parks plates, license plates. If I didn't get that, it would be significantly lower, but I want to be able to get into the parks, and so I am okay with budgeting a little bit more for that. Christmas gets its standard 20 doulas, and then house, I am still able to do $500. That's the goal, is to try to get $6,000 by the end of this year for a future house. And so, yep, that's all we have for high priority sinking funds, and that totals out to be $780. And then it was $1,253, it's $1,253 that we have remaining, minus $780 is $473 between low priority sinking funds and savings challenges. All right, going into the low priority sinking funds, we have travel, cats, 5K. Speaking of 5K, your girl finished her first 5K last week or the previous weekend. For me, it's Thursday right now, so this past Saturday, and I beat my own personal time for the 5K. I finished in 43 minutes. Y'all, the person who got first place finished in like 19 minutes and 55 seconds or something like that. Hopefully I'm able to do that kind of time next year, but on average, I was probably finishing 3 miles in around like an hour, 56 minutes. So to finish in 43 minutes was like really just kind of cool, especially for my first race or whatever. I will be doing my second marathon more than likely in November. I think I had one that I wanted to do, or maybe I'll try to sneak in another one. I don't know, but yes, I'm very proud of myself. So we have the 5K, and then my partner do a heart, and then just for me, I just do JFM, B-days, birthdays, and then a very brand new extra special low priority sinking funds category, education. Now, I started this one in March, and I didn't film I don't know how many cash saving videos I filmed in March. I feel kind of bad, but this is new. If I get into the program, your girl will be starting a master's program in the fall this year, and I'm extremely nervous. I've had a lot of pep talks about it. If anyone has like anxiety and someone who overthinks, and I don't know, like maybe you can feel the way I do. It's just like school is sometimes very hard when you have trouble paying attention and get distracted easily and think too much. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to apply either this month or next month and see what happens. But yes, so we have an education fund. I know that with the money I have in there now, I can pay for 1 class and a half. But yeah, so that's what, there are more envelopes in this binder, but they like small business isn't getting anything, PO Box isn't getting anything. So we're just going to focus on these for April. Travel is going to get $100. Cats is getting 50. 5K is getting 10. My baby is getting 30 doulas. I am getting 10. B-days is getting, 15. And education is getting 40. So let's see how much this is. That is 255 doulas. And then we do 473 minus 255. That is $218 going into savings challenges. So for savings challenges, this is in a way, we have alphabet soup, we have that sunshine scratch off, we have save the date, the 50 envelope challenge, and then the 50 envelope prepper, the Capricorn savings challenge, and bingo, and the minis binder. So alphabet soup is going to be getting $30. Sunshine, we knew because your girl doesn't do IOUs. We know it's getting $14. Save the date. We are doing all 3 full dates. We get paid 3 times this month, and that is the 2nd, the 16th, and the 30th. And so that's a total of $48. Kind of a lot, but we can do it. 50 envelope savings challenge. We are doing envelope 28. And then we reached our goal in the 50 envelope savings challenge prepper. I did not film it, I don't think, but with what I budgeted, I was able to reach 48. And so we have a new goal of $47. And so we're going to do $3 for that to give it a little start. $20 going into Capricorn. Bingo, we're just going to do $10. And then minis, we're going to keep just 20. All right, let's see how much this is. That is $173. And why does something, y'all, something is always off, and it's so annoying. It's supposed to be 0. So what is it? What is off? Because I don't understand what's off. Let's see. That is $173, and then we had 218 minus 173. So I'm off by $45. I cannot get one budget with me video correct. Am I missing a category? Okay, I know what it is that I missed. That is exactly $45, and that is my phone bill. That is $45. And so I'm not gonna go through and change these again. We know that it's now 0. Now that we have added the phone bill in there, and it all is well. I just couldn't just give me one solid video without any mistakes. Maybe the next one. So that is my budget for April. I'm gonna try my hardest to get some filming done of cash stuffing, find that motivation to edit it and upload it before I go on a little birthday trip with my sister to celebrate her birthday next weekend. If I'm not doing a cash stuffing video next week, it'll probably be my chatty coin stuffing video or something. But I really appreciate you guys supporting my channel, supporting my Ko-fi shop, and watching, hanging out with me. I hope that you're having a wonderful weekend when this video comes out, and take care of yourself, because I'm trying to take care of me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below saying hi, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.